Oh no, there are too many of them. This is useless. We're done for. Don't fall back. Hold the line. A huge, oily Nalfeshni is waiting for you with his arms folded. Here comes the commander, kids. So, commander, do you like what you see? You've arrived just in time to hear your friends screaming for help. They trusted you, and look what's happened to them. Do you actually think you can rescue them? Who do you think you are? Lawful. Requires Aeon Mythic Path. I am a judge. Power rushes through your body, almost ripping it apart. The wound in your chest bursts open in a spray of bloody droplets. That might bestowed upon you by the abyss and Arilu Vorlesh erupts into this world, and you pay for it in purest agony. The word judge falls from your lips before you have time to consider the question. A judge, a keeper of balance, an Aeon. That is what you have always strived to be. You turn your gaze on the battle, demons fighting Galarians. This is a scene that you should have grown accustomed to long ago, but now you feel the wrongness of it as never before. This feeling resonates in your bones like a sharp ache. Demons of the Abyss, you have illegally invaded another plane. Any more stunning revelations? Next, you'll be telling us that fire is hot and water is wet. Of course, we invaded this place because someone opened the gates for us. And whose fault is that? Ours or the Galorian witches? I sentence you to exile for all eternity. Be gone and never return. Orangata tries to say something else, but you no longer hear his words. The sounds of the battle grow distant too, and the battlefield becomes a stampede of shadows. It does not take much effort to separate the Galarian shadows from the shadows of the Abyss. Under your piercing gaze, all the power the demons boasted of withers away to nothing. Now they are just powerless prisoners in their own bodies.
Knight Commander, at last we meet.
Lawful, bend the knee.
Rise. I have not come here to receive homage. You are under the misapprehension that you are the only one who knows whom to punish and whom to pardon. That is an illusion. Your mind is the mind of a mortal creature. You have gained the power of an Aeon, but you are not an Aeon. Unfortunately, you are merely an echo of the cosmic powers that you try so hard to emulate. There is a sad irony in the fact that you, who considers himself a sentinel of truth and order, actually gained your power as a result of an abominable experiment with the essence of the Abyss. And although your power can banish the demons back to the plane that created them, the day will come when this same power strikes at those who have done nothing to deserve such a punishment.
I want to ask my companions for advice. What do you think about all this?
Your power doesn't lie in magic tricks. You know it doesn't. Your real power is inside you. You can win without tricks. I will help you.
As a cave monster who's going to grow old and die in about 10 years' time, I can tell you this. There's no power in the world that's worth selling yourself out to the Abyss for. Being the invincible companion of the magical commander was fun and all, but we don't need it. It doesn't really matter how much magic they've heaped on you. You're the commander because you have the heart and mind of a true commander. Screw your power. Don't betray yourself. That way, we'll win.
I'm a member of the Order of the God Claw. and I cannot disregard the opinion stated by one of the 5 deities whose virtues we extol. However, I also cannot support it unconditionally. Your power is a useful tool. Its nature is solid, and it tends to yield effective results. To reject such a tool for the sake of an abstract ideal would be highly unwise. Retain this power and use it to bring the criminal Aurilu Vorlesh to justice, and to rid this world of its greatest scourge. Such an outcome would represent a grand triumph of order over chaos.
Iomade has spoken. What more is there to say? If there's a way to get rid of this demonic filth, do it.
I do not think the source of your power really matters. What matters is how you use it.
My brother is wise. Listen to his advice.
Experience tells me that it's wiser to trust yourself and your own abilities. You can't trust what clients tell you. One day you're a hero, the next you're working for the enemy. Sorry, but it all looks like a setup to me. First they tell you to lay down your weapons, and then, once you're unarmed, they finish you off in some back alley.
Your powers are interesting from a theoretical point of view. You are an experiment started by Aurilu Vorlesh, and terminating it before it is complete would be foolish, not to mention impolite.
I've made my decision.
I am waiting for your answer. I hope you will choose wisely.
Requires Aeon Mythic Path. It was not the Abyss that gave me these powers. It was the relentless logic of the universe. That same logic demands that I see this through to the end.
Your pride will destroy you, and perhaps all of Golarion with you. But I shall not intervene now, so as to avoid causing even more suffering to this world. Farewell.
Lady Aurilu's experiment goes on. You know, boy, if it is successful, I will immortalize it in my encyclopedia, and I will mention your name too. If that happens, then I suppose I'll finally have to try to remember it.
Anivia marches toward you, her face deadly serious. When she draws near, she salutes you, but she averts her gaze. Commander, I'm here to report. All units are working to re-establish order throughout the city. Restoring the fortress to its former state will take approximately 50 hours of labor. Anivia relaxes slightly. That's how Irbeth would have said it anyway, but I'll not waste words. Enjoy this victory. You can take a break from worrying about everything. I mean, you can't spend all your time thinking about order and justice. Or can you? Why are you acting so strangely, Anivia? Because I don't know how I'm supposed to act. It's no reflection on you, so don't go taking offense. It's just, you've changed. There's something different in you now. Anivia waves her hand in a vague gesture. Something not human. Today you took away the demon's powers and sent him packing, but what if tomorrow one of us does something you don't like? Has my judgment ever been anything but fair? No, it's always been fair. But is there anybody in the world who's completely free from sin? What's the plan now? Drive everybody out of the city or sentence them to 100 lashes? There'll be nobody left. Sure, it'll be nice and quiet around here, but who's going to fight for you? Anivia catches her breath. Sorry for talking so bluntly and all. I'm used to speaking home truths and not bottling up things that I think need to be said. From today, Dresden will be a stronghold of justice. Those who respect the law have nothing to fear. Anivia looks at you uncertainly. Yeah, sure, I guess. Kinda.